it right now. That was a mistake. Say that.
Yeah, start screen recording, guys. Minutes for people to come on in.
Has anybody out there had a Bang Energy before? This is not a sponsored live, but this shit is like liquid crack. It's like liquid crack.
Yeah, I don't know how it's legal.
Me neither. I'm gonna start shaking.
I don't know how it's legal. Oh God.
It started to feel like just like a repeat of like events every single time. This Cerro Gordo was like a breath of like fresh air, of just like adventure and
Completely new too, because even though we were exploring an abandoned place, we've never been treasure hunting. I don't even know anybody who's ever been treasure hunting, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
What other? I bet you can find it on YouTube or something. But what other like influencers?
Looking
Go
for
treasure.
silver in the middle of a mine. Oh God. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed that. It's going to be a little different. We're going to change things up for season 3. Just so you know, there's not like a specific theme, but it's just going to be a lot different. Our season 2 was all like paranormal stuff, and like Colby said, we'll still do paranormal from time to time. We'll do exploring from time to time. We'll do treasure hunting from time to time, but it's not going to be like a specific thing every time.
It's
So
not
just
like one theme. And same with like formatted videos. Like we usually do series and stuff like that, but didn't hear it from us, even though it's coming from us. We might even like take a step away from that and do like one-off videos every once in a while, where it's just like one video,
stuff, yeah.
instead of like a series of like 4 or 5 things.
And we're doing that because we want to post more. I know, especially because of quarantine, we couldn't travel on our travel channel, so we feel bad. So we want to get back into posting more often. We want to do season 3s as often as we possibly can, as opposed to taking like a month to work on one series. So that's why we'll like be spursing in some one-off videos as well as still doing the series and stuff.
Definitely.
What?
I was just gonna say, I hope your guys' quarantine is going okay.
Yeah.
I've been going through it this past week. I feel like it's been so slow recently.
Slow?
Just like, yeah. We've been doing a lot of stuff, but like, I don't know. I'm so ready for
Like,
just to be
get out.
social again. Yeah, I feel like trapped here.
Yeah,
in a way.
it's definitely like trapped environment. We can't say anything though.
I know.
People
We
are
can't complain.
Way worse off, so sorry
Yeah.
about that. But
Yeah.
we've been grinding though. We got a lot of stuff.
We have been
going
getting a
on.
lot of work done, which is great. But it
Good
just,
news for you guys too.
yeah, lots of new stuff coming. Just feels kind of like a cycle. I think you guys probably know what I'm saying. Like just the same day over and over and over again. But hopefully.
All right, are we
Very
ready?
soon.
All right, we got 14,000 people here for our announcement.
Shit.
So, earlier this week we got word from our team that we could finally talk about the story. And if you aren't part of our texting game, text us. Well, someone put the number down and text us 913-285-8687.
I'll comment it. I'm gonna comment it right now.
And we can pin that. But yeah, if you haven't texted us or are part of our texting game, you don't know this yet. But we went to Hawaii last year, and we have this crazy story that we've been putting off telling, and we've been hyping it up. And so we're sorry that like it's taken us literally over a year to tell this story, but we had to figure out a good way to tell it. And today we're going to finally reveal that secret to you guys and how we're going to tell it. But I'm going to give them a second to write down the texting thing, just so in case you guys wanted to. 285.
And then 8687, right?
687. Let me see if I can pin it if Colby's comment comes up.
285. God damn it, let me add a space. There we go. All right, ready?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna add a bunch of emojis so you can see it. Let's add a bunch of mouths and teeth and legs.
Okay,
and
I'm
shit.
waiting for your text, brother.
All right, there we go.
Is it here? Oh my god. If
Did I not even show up?
Please let... Oh, there it is.
There I am. All right.
Let's pin that comment. Okay, cool. So there's our there's our
Damn.
phone number.
It's really strange watching yourself from like another thing, like 10 seconds
Later.
later.
It's like the things that we do there and the things we do here.
Ooh, that's weird.
Okay. Anyway, getting down to it. This live stream and our big secret is about the story and the experience that we had over a year ago, the first time our group went to Hawaii.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know this, we and like our high school friends have always gone on this annual boys trip every single year, like around the same time. Shit!
Shut up and tell your story!
God damn it! Dude, I was on my balcony like at 3 a.m. last night.
Why?
And there was a huge chase. Did you not hear? Like, there was like 4 helicopters down like this street right here.
Dude, I was
Like,
conked
shit. Oh
out.
my god, it was crazy. But anyways, every single year, us and the boys, we go on this annual trip. This year we went to Vegas. We were very, COVID free and stuff like that.
Staying
We
in
did
RVs
yeah.
and hotel rooms.
That's
It's not
it.
like
That's
public
it.
stuff.
But last year, yeah, we went to Hawaii, and that was probably one of the craziest stories that we had to like suppress and really, really like try our best not to like spoil or tell anybody for so long. And finally, it's here.
Yeah.
Where we can tell you.
Like, it was to a point where, like, at that point 1 year ago, we had done so many abandoned videos. This is already halfway through season 2, so we've done a lot of paranormal things, and that still like freaked us out probably more than anything we've ever done. That's up there with memories of like Queen Mary, of how much that like changed my life. Of like, there are things like this that go on in the world. I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy and insane.
It was a whole new experience for all of us. It was crazy.
But before we get into like the giant reveal, let me tell you a little about the story. So like you said, a year ago we went to Hawaii. So we've been planning this for like 6 months. We decided to go to Kauai, Hawaii because that was Colby's favorite place in the world.
My favorite place.
He's always wanted to go back there, and so we finally were like, you know what, let's freaking go. We've never taken, an out of the continental United States trip, so we're like, yeah, let's do it. Then we get there, and we're thinking this is going to be paradise. This is going to be beautiful. This is going to be like the greatest trip we've ever gotten to.
And it was, for the most part.
It was to an
For the
extent.
most part.
But
Till things started to hit the fan.
yeah, like shit hit the fan hard. But like right off the bat too, I don't know if you remember the small details, but even at the airport when we got in, things were horrible. Like we got there at like 11:30 at night, and it took us 2 hours to get a taxi.
Yeah.
And the taxi driver didn't even like us. Like it was super weird,
Super awkward.
really sketch, and like he said, the whole town shuts down at like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. So you can't get any food or water. So we had to like sleep hungry that night. And then even the next morning, trying to get a rental car, we had to walk 2 miles.
Yeah, we had to walk to our rental car place, which was luckily down the street, but it was like a 2-mile like trek
Yeah.
there. And what happened there?
Dude,
Oh
the lady almost didn't let us have the car. Literally, this lady, for some reason, even though we were 22 at the time, was like, no, you can't have this car. Like,
It's because we looked like we were like 7,
yeah.
probably.
But we had already rented the car prior, I feel like. Or maybe we didn't. But there was only one car, but here's the weird part. Remember as soon as we got in the car, what happened?
Yeah, was it my mistake?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I fucked up a little bit, and I was really excited, right? And, it's boys' trip. We just got to Hawaii. We just got our rental car. It was a convertible, which is sick. And so we were sitting in the back seat, and I was kind of just like, woo!
As he does, just randomly.
Like in the back seat, just like screaming and stuff. And there was this local guy that like was working outside, like doing something, and I was like just going, yeah, like screaming like boys trip or whatever as we were going down the road, and all of a sudden I see this guy like look at us and then like slowly like run to his car and then get in and like start to chase us.
Yeah.
And like he started following
Yeah,
us.
I was looking in the mirror, like whatever. I'm like, dude, this guy's following us. He's making every turn we do. Like, we even made a longer trip just to make sure he was actually following us, not just going the same way.
Oh, yeah.
And we ended up going all the way back to our Airbnb, pulling into our driveway. And at this point, we like thought we lost him. And we get out of our car, and then he pulls into our driveway
right
with
behind us to like block us in, basically.
Like, what?
And this huge Hawaiian dude, like massive, comes out and he's just like, you guys gotta be careful of where you're at.
Yeah.
You can't mess around here. This is my land. And we
Yeah.
were like, oh, I'm sorry. And like,
He's
I
like,
think
no. Don't just, what are you here for? Just to have fun or something? You're
Nate was just
vacation?
like, you can't, or Nate was like, yeah, no, he just like sneezed.
Like, we were trying to blow it off.
They were like trying to say that I was just like sneezing in the back, like going like, ah! Or something like that. He was like, he didn't mean to like yell, he was just like sneezing.
Dude.
And the guy was just like, just so you know, like we're gonna be watching you, like,
Yeah,
like, this is my island. And we
Like,
were just
it was so
fuck.
weird. This was literally the first morning. Like, this is like 10 a.m. the first morning. And, you know, long story short, we don't want to give everything away, but that sort of interaction happened multiple times, like that day,
Yeah.
and then later on that week, and we just kept getting people staring at us, like saying it's like we're like not in the right place.
Yeah, and we weren't like after that initial. So like, I will admit that was a very like obnoxious and like crazy. So I understand like why he was like upset at first, but then yeah, like you were saying, there was like 2 or 3 more occurrences where that would happen, and we were being super respectful, like very, you know, just like minding our own business and stuff like that. And people, whoa, a bird just flew right there. That was crazy. And so like, yeah, we were getting like all these vibes from like the locals that like we were not accepted here. Yeah.
And then so that's just like the very, very first part of like our first day. As you can imagine, we were on this island for a week. We thought we were going to be on there forever because of all the things that happened. But last thing, before we tell you like the secret.
Yeah, everyone's like, get
Like,
on with it.
come on, let's go. It's been too long.
Sorry.
So the last thing is, we didn't know this, but about 2 or 3 days into the trip, Nate, our hometown friend who's at the Airbnb with us, calls us over and is like, yo, I know a guy on this island. And we're like, why didn't you say that at the beginning? Like, what's going on? He's like, well, this guy, you've met him before, but he lives in a blocked off part of the island. So if you don't know the history of Kauai,
Which everybody here should.
which, yeah, you obviously should. There was a massive flood about 2 years ago that was the single world record holder for flooding ever in the world's history. It was like 50-some inches of rain in 24 hours. So think about 50 inches tall. It's like 4 feet of rain in 24 hours.
That's like Tara in water.
Yeah, that's like tar in water. But anyway, so that like crumbled the north shore of, or the northern part of the island, making a whole part of the island unreachable to the other side. So like basically they got blocked off, and they hadn't seen many people.
And it was the North Shore, so it was like where like the Nepali coast is, if you guys know like the geography of it all.
Yeah.
But it literally got blocked off where like there was a bunch of cliffs on the sides of the roads, and so it would like, it literally caused so much erosion that all the roads got destroyed pretty much.
Yeah, and so there was only a few locals that could go in and out for the past year, like to the point where they had to be helicoptered in and out. However, this friend that Nate knew apparently lived inside that area of the North Shore. Mm-hmm. And the whole moral of the story is that later on in that week, we got to experience inside that North Shore where only about 100 people, 100 locals had ever been.
Yeah.
Knowing the fact that all the locals on the island hated us.
Right.
And it was insane. But there's a lot more to the story, but we want to get down to the actual secret of it all.
Yeah, we don't really want to spoil too much. but should we just like say what it is?
Yeah.
Or should we give any more preface whatsoever? Or
okay, a little more preface. This we started out wanting a happy adventure.
I didn't want to go.
We didn't want to go. We tried for days not to go to this northern place because we had such bad feelings. Then, when we went, we figured out that it was not only sketch and weird, but it was also, obviously, just has to do with us, paranormal. Like, to the point of, like, we couldn't understand why things were happening the way they're happening, to the point where, like, we were, like, left this place, like, dumbfounded. We had no idea how to tell the story, like, how would it make sense to, like, anybody listening. So, I know that's super confusing, but that's why we did this. We get a drum roll, please.
Drum roll, everybody be slapping their thigh fat.
We're waiting for you guys to slap around.
Nobody's doing it right now.
So I'm waiting. All right. As of today, Sam and Colby are now authors of a new book. Woo!
Yeah. Woo! That's the reason why it took so long, guys. It's like we were thinking about either making a YouTube video about it, just explaining like the story that happened, or like a big podcast or something like that. But we decided like this was such a long and intricate story that we could literally make it into a story, like a book.
Like an actual book. So we over the last year, we worked with this author named Gabby Trina. She's been amazing. She's helped us write because we suck at writing, but we knew how to tell the story. And so we told her the story. She helped us make it into this beautiful book. It's called Paradise Island, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on BarnesandNoble.com. Like,
it's for pre-order right now.
This is legit. Like, it's in the Barnes and Noble-ish. It's gonna go in stores. You can like see it around town. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna put some links in the chat so you guys can check it out. But yeah, Paradise Island, a Sam and Colby story. If you want to search it up on Google, you'll probably find it. But yeah, guys, we've been working on this for a year, and it's probably one of the most exciting pieces of content we've ever posted because it's different. Like we do YouTube videos all the time, we do podcasts, all that good stuff. But this is completely different. This is like taking a experience that we had no intention of filming.
There it is.
Because it was just so insane, and then changing it into this actual story that you guys can hold in your hands. So
yeah, it's like we've never ever sold a book or even like tried writing. That's why we needed help. But also just something to be said is it's based on true events, and like most of it is things that happen to us, but you guys will obviously realize if you read the book, we don't want to give any spoilers, that like at the end it's not true.
Yeah, so we tried to make as much of it based on our experience as possible, but we wanted to hide the names and like the locations of places because obviously we don't want to affect anybody who's on the island because they already hate us. But yeah, most of it's true. I'd say like the ending part of it is where we embellish it and make it a fun story for you guys. But the amount of craziness, people will think it's fake before it's fake. Like that's how insane it is. Like most of the story actually fucking happened. So that's why it's so bizarre to think about.
Yeah, and we definitely don't want to give it away. So it's like hard to like talk about what actually but you guys will be able to tell.
So yeah. Think about like exclusion on an island that you've never been on, without cell service, with people that like aren't into the paranormal. This is Nate and Alex, like completely isolated in a whole town of locals that are like completely isolated with like maybe like 50 to 100 locals that just hate you on this one weird outskirt.
Yeah.
And it like gets paranormal and super weird. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Not giving spoiler alerts right now because there's so much we could say, but it was fucking crazy, guys, and like we got to experience one of like the coolest spots in the world. Again, I can't say where it is exactly. You guys will have to like wait and find out, but like it was paradise there. That's why we named it Paradise Island.
Yeah,
it was insane.
It was paradise until it wasn't. Just let it know there. Like,
and we were trapped there. We
Like-
were literally, like, we couldn't leave. Like, we had to, like, with the people that we went to, like, that side of the island, like, we had to wait for, like, a convoy of cars to, like, be checked and assessed, like, to get to that side.
yeah,
you know?
there's
It was-
only one way in, one way out, and only at a
Impossible.
certain time per day. So if we didn't get out in that one day, hint, hint, then we'd have to wait a whole nother, or one time, then we'd have to wait another 24 hours. And so here, just to put everything in perspective, this legit happened again. There was a time about 2 hours after we got to the location in the northern part of the island where Colby pulled us aside and was like, dude, I feel like we're part of a movie. Like, cameras off, like, obviously we're not filming, we're not taking pictures, we don't even have our phone. I feel like we're about to die. Like, that actually happened to the point where we didn't want to go into danger. This is not for a YouTube video. This isn't like, oh, let's go into a dangerous situation. It just happened to us.
Yes.
To the point where we legit thought, like, we might be stuck there forever.
Right. And also, one more thing to note is, like, because we did have help from an author, an actual writer, all, like, the dialogue in there isn't, like, word for word. She wasn't, like, standing behind our shoulders the entire time and, like, writing down, like, manuscripts of what we exactly said.
It's, like, from our memory. Because, like, you know, we weren't writing it when we were there. Like, we had to come back a week later after being traumatized and being, like, trying to tell the things that actually happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just know, based on the true story, first ever book. We really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys could, it'd be so awesome if you could go pre-order that book.
Yeah, plus we've never released a book, so we've never had a chance, but, like, I heard you can become, like, a bestseller,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, you like, can the Sam and Colby family become bestsellers? That'd
Yeah,
be sick,
how
dude.
crazy would it be to, like, be, what's it called?
New York Times.
New York Times
Best-selling
bestsellers.
authors.
That'd be insane.
But yeah, also, if here's a little help. If you guys want a more descriptive, like, about this book, you can go to the Amazon link or the Barnes & Noble link, and they have, like, a description. You know how the back of books have descriptions? It'll tell you much more about the actual story, and give away a couple of the hints that we didn't actually happen. You'll hear about the people that are in the book and the reason why the people that we met are why they are.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Hopefully they don't read this book and
Yeah.
figure out it's about them.
Yeah, don't
It's
go
like
and
we're
tell those
fucked.
people. But yeah, that's our big announcement. We've been working on it for a year. We've never tried a book, so hopefully you guys love it. Gabby is an amazing author, so we've read it, and it's mind-blowing. Our friends have read it, and they love it. They think it's better than YouTube videos, so if that says anything.
Yeah, if you're a big reader, check it out. I know you guys will really like it. It's great. Yeah. It's crazy. It's freaky too. It, like, gets really scary. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
holy
know.
shit.
I
If you
mean,
read it at night, it's not one of those, like, YouTuber books that's like, oh, biography about my life. Oh.
yeah, this isn't like a regular YouTuber book. And like we said, it's fictionalized at the end. So, like, if you think our YouTube videos are scary, we were able to, like, really increase the bar of scariness because it is, like, fiction at the end. So, yeah, if you want to have horrifying nightmares, read
It's
this
scary.
book.
It's scary. It's not. It's like made for. I don't know. Like, even me, like, I got chills reading it, and it was like my story.
Yeah, it's like we lived this, and
Yeah.
we're still getting chills, like, reliving it. That's how crazy
It's
it is.
scary.
Every time we tell this to, like, friends or family, I literally can't fathom that it's actually real.
Yeah, Gabby Triana, the writer, she, like, has won awards in the past, like, writing horror novels as well.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
It's scary.
it's scary.
But yeah, if you guys get it, order it, or have questions, just tweet us, Instagram, post up, whatever you want to do. We really want to show the world our first book, try something new, because if we're into this, we might do more content like that, like books and movies. We've kind of just stuck to YouTube for such a long time, but this is going to be our first trial at, like, a new, I don't know, wave of content.
Yeah, and I feel like we took, like, a little bit of a step back, especially when, like, COVID hit and like, quarantine and stuff like that. But I feel like Sam and Colby are back in a way, and, like, we have so much in store and so many, like, collabs planned and stuff like that.
Dude, the end of this year, the next, like, 4 months,
It's gonna be insane. And we're trying to boost our content way more on like the Sam and Colby channel. We're trying to do a lot more stuff on TikTok. Obviously, we post on our personal channels all the time. So like, don't get tired of us yet, guys, because it's just the beginning, okay?
Yeah, no. Season 3 is going to be definitely different. So, there's our announcement. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. And hopefully you enjoy the book.
Tell your friends. If somebody you know wasn't able to make this live stream, let them know. Spread the word. Text us right here, guys. We let our texting family know a little bit earlier than everybody. So if you guys want to be a part of that, it's free. Text us right here.
Paradise Island by
not
Sam
right
and Colby. Go Google it. Paradise Island.
Find our number.
All right.
It's in my bio.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.